Oh my god, we're getting into something that's about to start. Darking just said it. Oh my god.
It's great.
We need this in our lives.
Did you? Okay.
We were just talking
Ask and you shall
about him.
receive. Ask and you shall receive.
Mm-hmm. I have a smile on my face right now.
Cue the light cam.
Look, I'm not saying that I'm a fan, but
I'm not saying I'm a fan or have a favorite in this matchup. But who do you predict to win this one in Sinner versus Ryu?
I think Ryu, but
that tells it all for you guys.
But we've talked about it before. It's such a treat getting a Terran in here. You know, one of two. It's either Sinner or Terran, the other Terran. Like we rarely get ZVTs.
ZVT is my favorite. ZVT is just a good old classico. You get to see him duke it out, and the best part is it's Ryu, so I think Ryu should win.
We'll see. We'll see.
As I say his name 2 times in a row, you guys saw the countdown. You see the Overlord. Are we going to see a 12 pool or a 16 pool spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Death or a LE? It is the player. What is he teamless right now? Who's he playing
teamless.
for?
He's teamless.
He's still teamless. Cosmos Esports future player. It is Ryu. I was gonna start introducing him as a different future team player.
Every time it's like Exxon.
Yeah, Exxon Gaming.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Death Aura LE. He is one of the few Terrans in the region. He is one of the best, though. He is representing Mexico as well as Alpha X. It is Sinner. Going for a proxy.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Everyone's doing great today. You guys are over there at Sentimiento Latino. Y'all guys are doing it right.
You're like, you guys, you know what you're doing.
You know what you're doing. You guys got this. I believe in you guys. You're doing great.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So Sinner, he is hiding this proxy at the moment. Ryu, he went out with his drone. He didn't go for a drone scout, but he was looking for a proxy.
That's unfortunate. He's like, yeah, I checked every possible place it could have been.
Yeah.
But I feel like the place it's in is super possible. At the top of those stairs, right outside of the third, that's the hardest position to hold from a Terran.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, you have the high ground as well. So Ryu, he did think that maybe there would be a proxy, and he checked. He just didn't check everywhere. The one place he didn't check, of course, that's where it is.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to check that every other time he plays this map now.
Every other time. Oh my god, this may scar him, or you know, he may be able to hold it. We'll see. As Sinner, he's already here with the first Reaper, and the timing of this Reaper should raise alarm bells. Now Ryu knows, oh, there's a proxy out there.
Yeah, he's like, wait, a Reaper already? Wait, 2 Reapers, 3 GG. And we just got a subscribe from Oxdead Bad. I think I said that properly. Subscribing with the Twitch Prime. I guess that's the first subscription with the Twitch Prime. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy your ducks and your fanfares in the chat. We really appreciate the support. Thank you so much. And again, we'll see which one of these 2 players can come out on top. Even though this proxy wasn't scouted at all. Like, so far, Ryu, he's done decent. Like, he hasn't really lost too much.
Yeah, pretty good hold so far. He's only lost 1 drone. That's really unfortunate for Sinner.
Yeah, like, again, really good drone micro. Even getting a spine here to protect his mineral line, splitting up his lings and his queens to make sure he has something to delay the Reapers. The spine is actually coming up as well.
Oh, I love the spine. The spine positioning is great. It's kind of like that bunker on the high ground when a Terran gets Reaper rushed by another Terran.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw, but Sinner, he scanned to kill the creep, and immediately Ryu, he just puts another creep trimmer down as well.
Yeah, he put another one down. That was great. Ryu's so great. I don't even find that crazy from him anymore.
He's just on point, and
he's just Ryu being Ryu.
Yeah, you know, he's the Street Fighter. He is Ryu, and just like that, he holds the proxy. Sinner forced to lift up the Raxes and you know, take that walk of shame home.
Yeah, that walk of that flight of shame.
It's like, you know what you failed to do.
Fly. Yeah, you know what you did. You should be ashamed of yourself.
So again, I'm just really surprised or really impressed that Ryu, he didn't scout. He went for a hatch first and he held. He was good.
Yeah, he's pretty darn good. I feel like I don't even know how he held that.
If you're a Zerg player out there, and if you want to study the replays, you can. You can.
If you want to study how to accidentally counter the Reaper Rush.
Then,
I don't know how Ryu knew. They must play on the ladder.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't do anything like special. Like, he went for a standard opening, but yeah, he was just able to respond really well. Get out the queens. A lot of
wings out. I don't know, because when a Reaper comes out that quick, and the Reaper's compound, it's really hard to defend if you don't have an early pool. I never deal with this because I always go 16 pool, or I always go gas pool first against Terran, like any sane human being would be. So I've never ran into this problem. I always rush, but maybe if you guys need to learn, you could watch the replays.
yeah, definitely. I mean, that was really impressive. And here we have Sinner transitioning into this 1-1-1. We'll see if he may. Okay, I was about to say he may go mech, but he's getting stims, so he will be playing some bio.
Yeah, finally a good old fashioned ZVT bio.
I feel like it's been a while.
Too long.
Too long, and we do see the Hellions are trying to find some damage here, but there are plenty of queens. Ooh, almost loses one though, but oh god, with so many queens, he's actually brought forward the spine.
That's great. The spine from early on being put to good use here, and it's gonna push everything back. He's gonna push the spine up. They're gonna try and reposition, but the creep is already spreading, and it's gonna be a hard ask here from Ryu, or from Sinner. I'm sorry. I think Sinner's just gonna try and pick away at the Lings, and that's about all he can do. Distract from this.
Yeah, and the Banshees are getting into natural. What they're going to be doing is that they're pulling the queens away, so it does mean that the Hellions have a little bit of freedom to deal a little bit more damage as the queens are distracted, and 3 drones go down. It's a little bit of damage. It's not ideal. Sinner, he's looking to deal a little bit more here with his Banshees, but they are kind of trapped a little bit.
Yeah, he needs to recall them.
he needs to recall the Banshees. Yeah, gets another decent.
Out of their life too.
Nice.
Not too bad. I mean, I don't think it's enough to win this game here, but you know, everything counts.
Yeah, it's necessary damage. Like, again, like if you go for an opener like this and you don't get drone damage, then it's like, oh, like that's kind of a complete waste of money. Yeah. So yeah, it's important that he did find some damage. Again, the Hellions are poking, they're prodding, they're keeping Ryu honest, they're keeping him at home, you know, maybe containing him a little bit, trying to deny the 4th base. The 4th base, it is going up though, and I don't think there's enough DPS here to really do much to it. Oh god!
I don't think it's enough to surround anything. He's got the 1 Baneling with Baneling speed.
You say that. We'll see. Get the juiciest connection later. Okay, it'll be it's calculated.
I'm gonna watch him. It's calculated. That's a cool skin, actually.
Oh, that's not a primal skin. That's something else. Oh,
Cerberus, I think.
Well, maybe yeah. Yeah.
All right. I wish when you clicked on it, it put the skin name.
Oh, that would be nice. If it said instead of Baneling, it said like Cerberus Baneling or something like that.
Yeah, right. That'd be cool.
All right, and I like that Sinner, he realized that his time of, like, you know, map control was up, so he sent all his Hellions and Reapers home safely so they don't get surrounded by the Ling Bane. Meanwhile, instead, the Banshees, they're out here in the middle, and I don't know if he spots this move out. You know, Ryu, he's just making sure that there's nothing around his bases.
Yeah, I was gonna say those are some pretty good scouting banshees there, but then they're kind of missing their scout.
They're pretty good until they're not. Oh, is that a bard? Okay, it's a ling. It's, oh my god, what a big brain. I love this.
I think that's the same Ling from before.
Yeah. So
The original one Ling.
Yeah, he actually has lings all over the place. There he has the bailing. He has 2 bailings here on the ramp.
Oh my gosh, do it.
Oh god.
Oh, that was nice. I wish you would have got more Marines.
Oh my god.
As a reaction, Sinner just picked him up and then it's too late.
Yeah,
He picked him up after it blew up. Oh god, he's so far on creep. That's
yeah, and that was like a knee-jerk reaction. He's like, "Oh my god, what happened?" He picks up and just
like, what's going on?
Yeah.
God, I don't know why Terrans insist on putting their tanks on creep.
I know, right? He went pretty far in, and again, I love it. You rarely see like bailing mines, but Ryu, he was just on top of it. He knew the push was going to be coming from that side, and now he's on the counterattack. There's a single tank here on the high ground, and tanks, they can deal a decent amount of damage. But behind this, Ryu, he's taking a 5th base. He's just taking his side of the map.
Yeah, given all the overlords into like the northeast side of the map, like the whole right side of the map, he can see anything coming from anywhere. So I guess that's why he burrowed the bailings. Like he knows he's expanding more towards the west, and he defended accordingly. I didn't even see him get the Mutalisk den.
Yeah.
Oh, and he burrowed 2 more banelings right there.
Right in the midst of the chaos. I didn't even know if Sinner
right
realized. Yeah.
Right in his face. Disgusting.
Oh my god, do they I'm actually curious, I'm not too sure, do they pop up from the sensor tower? Do borrowed units?
No, they don't pop up on the sensor tower.
Oh, so yeah, he has no idea that they're there. They could come into play later. There's actually 2 more bailings on the other side as well.
Gosh, they're everywhere.
Yeah, he has mines set up all over the place. He's like, yo, you think you're good with your widow mines? Nah, mate, I got bailing mines.
I mean, this is part of the reason why we like watching him play. He's very interesting. He's not your average, just lean Ling Bane player that's gonna play steady and normal.
Yeah, like you'd never see Chen do this.
Yeah. Oh man, there's just so many Lings here.
Exactly, so many Lings. Everything's going down, even without the bailings. But the bailings, they are here. They're going to be crashing into everything. The majority of the army going down.
Oh, that buried, burrowed Bane mines. Oh my god, my brain melted with those mines.
I love it. It's like he borrowed those as he was attacking. He borrowed them. And, and it's so hard to notice if that happened or not. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, you can't possibly look in there, and I'm not gonna lie, I think he's burrowing because he has so much army. This is kind of like an A-move army. If you notice in that last engagement, he just kind of pulls forward and that's it.
Oh my god, I love this. Like he attacks, he pulls back. Oh, he scans though, and he actually spots the bailings.
I mean, we got enough bailing mine connections today, but I still wanted to see more.
Oh yeah, you can never have too much. Like you can never have too many. So good here so far by Ryu. The scan does spot the other bailings here, so now Sinner should be aware of them.
He left one now.
Yeah, and his tank was exposed. The tank goes down. It's just Widowmines here for Sinner as well as the bio, and oh my god, Ryu, he's just starting to snowball.
Yeah, it's a hard ass to try and win this one here. I mean, while he is like kind of holding here, he's doing pretty good with his macro. He's not falling apart completely. He's losing so many workers. He's not too far behind, but Ryu's just macroed up so heavy. Made nothing but Lings right now. He has a huge gas bank. He can convert into ultras. He already has the hive tech, and he's getting the Ling pneumatized carapace.
Yeah, he's getting adrenal glands. Like he has.
Is that what that's called? What's a pneumatized carapace?
You know what? I'm not too sure. I know that's something. I'm not too sure what though.
I think that's armor. Because the carapace, isn't that like the shell of the bug?
Yeah. Pneumatized carapace. Okay. We have to be careful. There are widow mines all over the place, so Ryu has to be careful. But he forces them to unburrow.
Wow, so adrenal glands means these Lings are fitted with a special gland that just makes them stronger.
I think
a gland that releases hormones.
Is that how you get stronger?
Yeah, that's how you get stronger. Hormones.
Oh god.
Ling hormones.
But
maybe that's what stim is. I think we already discussed this.
I believe so. I believe so. I
think
love this
Sim is
from
like ling hormones.
like Sinner. Even though he's been like on the back foot, like he's been defending, like he's been macroing pretty well. Like he's maxed out just like his opponent. It's just he's just been defending the entire time. I don't think he's been able to push out other than the very beginning to the other side of the map.
No, this has been Ryu's map. Sinner's just living on it.
It's like when we introduced, it's not Death Aura, it's Ryu's map. Okay, it's Ryu's.
It's Ryu's map. Some people would call it Death Aura, but in reality, it's Ryu's map.
Those people, they just don't know. They just don't know where they are.
Yeah. This isn't Sinner versus Ryu. This is Sinner playing on Ryu's map.
Exactly, and now, oh my god, Ryu was able to snipe the 4th base, but Sinner, he is confident enough to now push out. I say confident, maybe even forced to push out. Oh my god.
Oh, that was bad.
Oof.
And he caught those off guard. Like, oh my god, 28 Banelings being morphed in. That looks so cool.
Jesus Christ. We have 28 Banelings morphing in immediately. And again, like, I love the way Ryu is controlling his Mutalisk. He's just buying time right now, dancing with the bio.
Huge amount of Mutalisk there, man.
Oh my god.
There's so much Mutas. You can just throw this army away again and again. I mean...
One
Gosh,
shot,
overkill.
Yeah,
that was overkill.
Yeah, you need more than one shot to deal with these Mutas, and that's it.
I've never seen someone have that many Mutas in TvZ, ZVT. That was great. That was awesome. That was everything it needed to be. Ryu does not disappoint.
He doesn't. He doesn't. There's a reason why he's one of the best Zerg players straight up in Latin America. And there's a reason why. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to how he does in DreamHack. There's so many players, right? We spoke about this last season. There's just so many players that we want to do well in DreamHack.
Yeah, it's just hard. It's hard as someone who's a fan of all these players, and obviously, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Latin America has the least amount of qualifiers of any region ever to exist in any tournament anywhere ever.
It's a crime. It's a crime.
It's a crime. It's an atrocity. It's all types of... I can't even think of words to describe how bad it is. I thought DreamHack was listening. I thought they were going to adapt.
I mean, I still think that they could, except it just like fall is happening so quickly after summer. Like, how much time do they really have to adapt?
Stop making excuses for them, Light.
I'm just saying, 2021. If things haven't changed by then I'm gonna start getting worried.
I'm sorry, guys. We lost Light. He's gone to the dark side.
Oh my god! Now he's getting paid off by them.
Now he's getting paid off. He gets hired for one cast, and we lost him. Which, if you guys didn't know, you guys should tune in tomorrow. Light will be casting live from a live studio without a studio audience, but it'll be cool.
Yes, there won't be a studio audience.
Where can they see that at, Light?
ESL_Australia on Twitch. Oh,
it's huge. It's great. DreamHack.
DreamHack.
But here we are in the game. We'll get back to that in a second. I have more questions. We are on Ice and Chrome LE in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. Can he take it all? He is up a game. He needs one more to win. He is currently a future player for Exxon Gaming. It is Ryu. I really blanked on all the team names right in that moment. I almost said Chivo, and then I got a little sad. And then I was like, oh, I don't like this game anymore.
Too soon. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ice and Chrome LE, we have the Mexican Terran player currently representing Alpha X. It is Sinner.
You think he got it?
Sinner?
You think he's gonna win?
Yeah. I think Sinner has it in into.
You asked that was like a no. Wait, Sinner? Is that what you
I would say that Sinner has it in to take a map. Obviously Ryu's favored, but like we saw last game, like Sinner, he's gonna put up a fight. He's gonna put in the show.
God, that defense was so impeccable. I think he moved out a little bit too quick. Like he had a couple of auto turrets that he was trying to get ready. It was an interesting game.
Yeah, like despite the aggression of Ryu, like they both maxed out at around the same time.
Yeah.
It's just when Sinner
Ryu
finally moved
macro.
out.
I think Ryu macro heavier. Like he already had hive tech before he stopped being aggressive. So by the time, did he even use the hive though? Just for upgrade. He got the hive tech just for upgrades.
Just for upgrades, that was it.
Yeah, he got the adrenal glands. He got like +3 and everything.
I mean, he was working towards Ultras. Ultras Cavern was on the way. It just wasn't done by the time the game ended.
Yeah. He didn't need it.
He did not. He did not. And yeah, I'm curious to see how Sinner's going to play this out. Again, no proxy this time. He's playing this straight up. And Sinner, he's a player who he's played bio, but he's also not afraid to dabble in the mech. I'm not saying that's what I want him to do. I would prefer bio, but
yeah, please. Like, make sure they know. Make sure they know that it's not what we want to see. I just looked it up. Pneumatized carapace is actually Overlord speed.
Oh, there you go.
Learning new things every day.
I knew it was something. Hey, there it is. It's right on the.
There it is. Pneumatized carapace, guys. I know this thing.
Perfectly timed.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, and I looked this up because I was kind of wondering. Carapace is a real word, which is like the shell. Pneumatized is the medical term of having an air-filled cavity.
Oh.
So it's like an air-filled shell.
Do you think like the Blizzard guys who made the name, they just like put like shell in like a thesaurus? And they just like looked up like
yeah, I bet they spent a lot of time on a thesaurus. Like what is that? It looks like an air bubble. Well, look up air in the thesaurus. Looks like an air-filled cavity. Pneumatized. That sounds great.
Yeah, that sounds like Zergy, I guess. Yeah.
They get an air shield. What's the air shield called? Pneumatized carapace. That's great.
Oh, and all right, so Sinner, he's going for a 1-1-1. Not your typical 1-1-1 though. Like he's not getting a tech lab on his starport, so he is going for a Viking first to clear things out, and going for a Liberator. And ooh, it looks like you can do this a couple of ways. You can either like harass with the Liberator, or you can push with the Liberator alongside these Hellbats that are going to be coming out.
What do you think he's going for?
I mean, the Liberator's already starting to push out across the map, so I guess he's going to try and attack like two at the same time. But yeah, this is going to line up really nicely, and if Ryu hasn't spotted this could hit pretty hard. He hasn't seen the armory.
I think it most definitely should hit pretty hard.
Oh my god,
he's pretty heavily saturated on that third base, but he does have some decent roaches. He is
pretty heavily saturated. He does have roaches. Baneling Nest is on the way though. There are going to be no Banelings to defend against the Hellbats.
Honestly, these three roaches are going to play a huge part. They can take so many hits, but I like the Vikings being landed. Those do a lot of damage to the armored roaches here.
Yeah.
Ling's not even coming into play here. And he's not really splitting the queens either. I don't know if that's necessary.
Oh, I love this. The Lings, they go around to try and get on top of the Vikings instead of the Hellbats, but all the Lings are going down. There are only a couple of roaches left, and then we go, finally, the Baneling Nest is done, but all the Lings are gone, so there's nothing to transform into Banelings.
Ooh, there's a couple roaches now here for reinforcements, and still 3 queens alive. I believe 2 transfuses maybe. If not, he will have some soon.
Yeah.
More roaches come out. Okay, he held good. That's a hold there.
Yeah, and he actually didn't lose any workers.
Wow, what a beast. He's actually oversaturated. I think he made workers in anticipation of losing them and then didn't lose any.
Yeah.
He's undersaturated and it's natural though.
Exactly. Like typically when you see this, like it can be so difficult to hold with just a handful of Lings, queens, and roaches, but he was able to do it. He was able to kite back. He saved all his workers, and yeah, just beautifully done.
He's getting Burrow now. He's gonna go for the. I think Burrow Bangs is his. I don't know what the word is, but it's his thing right now.
It's his calling card. You know, it's like
calling card.
I love it. I love it whenever we see a player and they have like a certain style to them. You know, something that makes them different from everyone else. And Ryu, other than his play, of course, he has these bird banelings.
Yeah, and he's going for the +1/+1. He's got his lair. He's doing great.
Oh my god, he's actually taking up a lot. Like his upgrades at the same time, burrow, infestation pit as well. Like, the thing is, he can be this greedy because he just swatted away the big push that Sinner was working towards.
I mean, Hellbats, he had to get a whole armory, which could possibly mean he's going for mech. I don't know if he's really scouted too much yet, but he's going for the Banelings, which is good. He's already got roaches out. He's got some Ravagers. He's just got an all-around good defense. If Sinner pushed out right this second, he might be in a little trouble. But now that there's so many Lings on the way, Bane's coming, Ryu's got his defense, he's got his army, and now he's set up to just chill. It's really on Sinner to hurt him.
Yeah, and like the creep spread is pretty good as well. All those queens that were used for the defense earlier, they're currently being used to spread all this creep. And Sinner, he is going for a bit of a push, but again, like just Marines. There's no tank, there's no like real backbone to this. It's just kind of a drop that's being sent out to help clear creep. And I don't know. You know, like Sinner, he needs to make something happen. We need to see drops come out of Sinner. We need to see some multi-pro.
It looks like it. He's got two little armies split with some medvacs, and Ryu should know this is coming. He's getting the lurker den, he's getting the hive, Banes. He's getting the hive before 1-1 is even finished.
Jesus, he's just getting everything. And I mean,
he's just teching faster than anything else.
Yeah, he's just exploding in terms of like his macro, his tech, his economy. He's getting a 5th base. It is, you know, being annoyed by this, you know, by this Viking, but it should be dealt with. The push from Sinner like cleared creep and was forced back because of the massive army of Ryu. And I mean, oh my god, just be careful.
Good crossbow, that's nice.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, so Sinner, he is ahead in upgrades. Like his 2-2 is along faster, so he should get 3-3 faster. But even then, like Ryu's not too far behind.
Yeah. And I have no idea what time it is in Poland, but shout out to Kuro for still being here, giving out information the entire stream. Does that mean I could use a Kuro, please?
That's probably not the best idea.
Might be a great idea. Give me a break before this 10 days of casting. No. I'm sure Kuro is also going to do like 10 days of adminning.
And
can we request the Kuro on ESL? Is that allowed?
If she's around, then probably. Probably.
Interesting.
The wheels are turning in Yodaslim's mind.
Yeah, the wheels are turning. Evil ideas are being created.
Yeah, and honestly,
I don't like this for Ryu too much.
Exactly, like Sinner, he's in such a good position. All the tanks like here are supporting the Marines, shelling away at the space. At the same time, Sinner, he is also sieged up here towards the south as well, trying to pressure on 2 ends at once.
Yeah, Ryu did expand so drastically though. Like I don't know if he should have this many bases. I feel like almost a lack of scouting. He really is unable to tell what kind of army Sinner was working with, and Sinner went very tank heavy on this, and it's turning out pretty well for him. He's only got a handful of Marines. Once those Marines go down, it's game over.
Yeah, but like the parade push though, like he's reinforcing towards the south, and that's where the reinforcements are needed.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my god, like Ryu, he's struggling to hold his 3rd, and he's not gonna have enough here to hold his 4th.
Ryu, I think he's going for a Nidus in the main of Sinner here. He is going for a Nidus. He's going for a base trade. Oh, with lurkers. Oh my gosh. Wow, those absolutely shredded those Marines.
Yeah, they're gonna deal a lot of
damage.
damage.
Nerf anything, nerf the lurkers.
Don't do it.
I'm just kidding, Blizzard. I'm just kidding, Blizzard. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
It was a joke.
And Sinner, like, he's actually getting cleaned up. Like, again, because his reinforcements were forced home.
I cannot believe Ryu.
Yeah. He's
what a madman.
He defended to the south. I didn't think he would, but he did, and he's holding here to the north as well. Like, a lot of the army was forced back from Sinner, and the lurkers, they can just go back into the Nidus if things get too scary.
Yeah, oh my god, is that creep from the Nidus, or was there a queen put in there? That's a lot of creep.
It's a lot of creep. It's a double Nidus, right? Like, there's a lot of creep.
Yeah. Oh, and it is getting cleaned up, but he's still applying pressure at this 3rd, but it hasn't gone down yet. Yeah. And now the Vipers are here. Now everything should be able to get yoinked and cleaned.
Yeah, there we go. The Hive was gotten so long ago, and now the Vipers are in play. All these tanks are going to be going down. Sinner just completely shut down. Like, it was looking so good for Sinner. Like, it looked like he was about to break Ryu, but Ryu, with the amazing Nidus, was just able to, like, bring it back.
The purification yoinks with the Vipers as well at the end. The Vipers were a little late, but super good call on the Nidus.
This is something that I would have never... Like, you put us in here, it's like, the last thing on your mind is the Nidus, the Terran player, right? Like,
yeah. Last thing I'm thinking is counter at all.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, defend, Vipers, retreat, right? Scrap the base, defend one, scrap the other.
Yeah,
like why we're captors.
And he held both bases, right? Like, I thought for sure at least one of them was going to go down, you know? But
he hasn't even lost more than 9 drones this entire game.
Oh my god, and the lurker harass is just continuing. Another Nidus was thrown down, more SCVs are going down. This is so annoying to deal with.
God, this is what Terran deserves, because Terran likes to drop on everyone in every different direction. That is the worst thing as a Zerg player against a Terran. But here we see it reverse. The Nidus worms going up everywhere, the lurkers being burrowed, forcing the scans. My weird question is, oh, he's going to lose the Vipers here. That's not that great.
Ooh, not before he gets a couple of blinding clouds off the tanks. They were rendered useless for a little bit there, but, you know, in the end, Sinner does push the army back, not before losing another 12 SCVs.
Yeah, that's rough. And Ryu's just slowly picking away at him while maintaining his economy. He's doubling workers just about right now and securing more and more bases. And if he just continues to harass, he'll just bleed out Sinner over time.
Yeah.
What I don't get is why don't Terrans ever, they will never get a Raven out versus a Zerg.
It's very rarely that you see it. Maybe
I'd rather waste 6,000 in scan.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, honestly, it would be cheaper at this point to just make another starport with a react. What is it called? Factory? I don't know. Extract. Oh my god, I can't think of words right now.
Tech lab.
Tech lab. Yes. That's the one. That thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we're probably going to see the meta shift because we've seen lurker play against Bio become more and more popular over the past couple of weeks or past like maybe 2 months. It's something that you never saw before, right? Lurkers against Marines, but now we're seeing it more, so we could see a little bit of a change. Maybe it's something that Terran players still aren't too used to because it's kind of new. But we see how good it can be, right? Like Ryu, he's just doing so well here.
Who was it that that Raynor kept shouting out for doing that? Was it Soul or something? I don't remember who he shouted out. Raynor just kept thanking one player for bringing back the lurker style.
Yeah. Was it Sarah?
Oh, look at this. A couple. Nah.
Okay.
Keep Carol with it. I think. I don't know. But these blinding clouds and all this, I can't believe he did that much damage. That's a lot of Marines here.
Yeah, there's a lot of Marines. No banelings, only lurkers for like AoE. So, and I love this. So he's just avoiding the lurkers. He's just hiding away.
Yeah, but eventually he can just face this army straight up, I think.
Yeah, like when he gets on top of the ramp, it's possible. Like, we just see him. There he is.
Oh my god. Oh, that's rough.
Oh, he's trading well, but the lurkers, they are pushing through. More Marines are going down. At any moment,
3 lurkers left.
Yeah, and he scans. He's gonna get him. No
way. Okay, here comes reinforcements.
Oh yeah, more lurkers show up. He's forced to pick up and back off, but that was actually some incredible damage.
And towards the east, there's more army there as well for another push, and in the northwest, another push.
Oh my god! Yeah,
he's all over the place.
We have armies all over the place, and as we saw, Ryu, he lost his his third base. Ryu, he's not down in workers, but down in supply. Like he's you know, he needs money. Like he lost his southern base as well. Like he's broke.
Yeah, that was really his last mining base.
It actually was.
If you lose the hive here, that's gonna be bad.
Oh my god! And Sinner,
Here's the bomb, please.
As we see, like, you know, lurkers are great, but, you know, banelings, there's a reason why they're getting nerfed, right? You need banelings against Marines.
And Sinner takes it. Wow. There you go. I mean, Light predicted it properly. Sinner can, in fact, take a game off of Ryu. I do expect Ryu to win the next match, but it's very possible for Sinner.
Yeah, I love it. Like, it was looking really good for a long time for Ryu. Like, he was dealing a lot of counter damage, but we saw, like, it got to the point where Sinner, with his bio army, he did what he does best. You know, he went for all these counter attacks. He pulled the army of Ryu apart, and Ryu, again, I do think that he was lacking in Ling Bane. Like, he had like Hydra, Viper, Lurker. Like, that was his army composition, and you can abuse that with bio by being so mobile. You just avoid the Lurkers, right? Just like stim away. You know, you don't have to fight and just outposition.
Just walk past him.
Yeah,
just mosey on right past him, and then while you're doing that, hit in 3 other places, and you're good to go. So if you guys are wondering how to beat Zerg, just play like Sinner.
Just do it. Oh my god, that was beautiful. GG, well played, Sinner, showing us how, like, why he's one of the best Terrans in the region. One of the only Terrans in the region, but still one of the best. You know, taking a game off of Ryu. We're going to the ace match.
The ace match, indeed, the first one. And it's great. This is the first ace match, right? Yeah. This is only match 2 of the evening. Is this 2 or 3? I lost count because there's just so much good stuff going on here. We've had proxies. We'd have 12 pools. We've had 16 pools. We've had it all. Let's see what he does here. I believe he should be winning this one. In the top right-hand corner, of Pillars of Gold LE, the map that is slowly growing on me. It is the Zerg player who is in the red. He is currently playing for... He's a future player for Timber Esports. It's Ryu!
I like how out of all teams you went for Timber.
Yeah, that's the only easy one for me to remember. I don't know why. I don't question my brain.
That's great. That's great. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Pillars of Gold LE, we have the Terran player, the Mexican Terran player, representing Alpha X. It is Sinner.
The only teams that come to mind is Exxon, Cosmos, and then like Dead Zone, but that's strictly Brazilian, isn't it?
Pretty much. Yeah. I think the other one, of course, is Archangel Gaming, right? Like they're also kind of they're the kind of new one.
It's a hard one for me to remember.
Yeah. We don't see them anywhere near as much as Cosmos and Exxon.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I could have said Alpha X.
Regardless, I do think it's a travesty. It's a crime. It doesn't make any sense that Ryu is not on a team. He's very deserving of one, and hopefully, you know, he's able to find one at some point.
I mean, he absolutely shreds people who are on teams. So, I mean, I feel it has to be a personal choice of his. There's no way that like no one's picking him up. He must just not be getting something he likes, or maybe he prefers not to be on a team, be independent.
Yeah, I would have to agree. Like, I'm sure like Alpha X has approached him about joining or something like that. Like, Ryu's one of the best in Latin America.
Someone had to have. Yeah, he wrecks a bunch of people on a team, and if I'm a team owner and I see someone wrecking my players, I'm definitely gonna have them in my sights and at least make them an offer.
Yeah, definitely. So, again, we'll see if maybe there's a lucrative enough offer at some point for Ryu. But before we, you know, get to that, like, he is still here playing in this. Oh my god, he saved the drone.
Yeah, he lost one ling, but did save the drone. That's good. Is he gonna get it? Oh, close.
That's a big. Sorry, Sinner has to be careful here with this Reaper. Yeah. Can't get a little bit too cocky. He has to keep it alive. Make sure he gets a scout on that third base. Oh. What's he gonna get the drone?
No, he's not gonna be able to save it in time. Wow, what a guy. Ryu's tilted.
Wow.
Properly.
Are we gonna get like a Cham level like response?
Oh, that was great.
Good.
Who did he play that day?
Wild Game, man. Wild Game.
Oh, Wild Game. Man, oh man, Wild Game. Who won last week?
Battle of the Americas.
Yeah.
I think it went to Cham, right? I think.
Oh, it did go to Cham. I did look up the score. That's right.
Yeah. Oh my god. Wild Game, that's one of the people, like, we're talking about a lot about Latin America, but in North America, you know, he's one of the people that we're going to be looking out for during DreamHack.
Where the hell has he been? There's no way he's just a brand new player that's suddenly the top in NA.
Yeah, I mean, Wild Game, I recall the name, like, as in, like, he's been playing for like, at least a year, but it's cool that he's finally, like, flourishing, you know, that he's actually, like, you know, looking good, and we're paying attention, you know, we're taking notice.
I feel like StarCraft is such a small community. There's no way there's just like an undercover top 5 ranking an NA player.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, apparently there is, because we never heard of Wild Game, but you know, it's very rare that something like this happens where someone just pops up in the NA scene.
Yeah, and if they do, we usually catch it, you know. That's why we're such big fans of, like, Patty Mac, you know. Like, this is his first year, and we were able to see that. I was actually finding out because Ryan, ex Dr. Ryan, he actually had an interview recently, and he's also, like, this is like his first big year, like, competing.
I mean, they're both 16, I think, so.
Yeah, they're both incredibly young. Yeah,
it's their first big year for pretty much everything in life. So, like, starting high school or something for the first time. I don't know what age you go to high school anymore.
It's been so long. Do they even have high school anymore? Is that what
they still do that? It's a cool thing, guys. Like, I don't even know. Virtual schools.
Oh my god.
That's why we're so good at casting, because we know the new players. As soon as they pop up, we recognize.
We know. We see them. We see them coming from a mile away.
From a mile away. Yeah. See. Yeah. Me and Light, we're on the same page here.
Exactly.
The page of awesome, amazing casters.
And speaking of, thank you so much, Lord Logan, for the gifted subs. Thank you. We really appreciate the support. You support us so much.
That's great. Topher Dog got 1 and Tin Fox got 1. Ooh. Shout out to you guys. Enjoy the emotes and free content and extra content that you get as you get to be a CranKy Duckling subscriber.
Thank you so much. You get access to our sub channel in Discord, !Discord in the chat if you want to join, or you can scroll down. All of our links and social media are down there as well. But yeah, as we get into this, you know, not too much has happened. Sinner, he's poking, he's prodding with his bio. He is, of course, playing bio, thank God. No mech.
Yeah, Ryu's really had a good defense here with just Lings, not even Banes yet.
Yeah, he's only just now morphing in his first couple of Banes. He already has Lair, he's already working on his Baneling speed, actually mixing in a couple of Roaches as well, which is interesting. And yeah, this is the kind of style that we see pretty often from Ryu. Like, I imagine he's gonna eventually get into lurker play. It's something that he just loves to play with. But we'll see if he's able to get there. As Sinner, he is going for this big push, lifting up his tanks as well, actually getting a really good position here.
Super good position. That's actually a really great position there. Is he going to drop into the main after this? I feel like he's going to do this and then pick up and go into the main.
He should, right? Like, the tanks, they can cover that ledge as well. Oh, he's toying with the idea. He's ready. Oh, God.
Oh, man. What a backfire.
Wow. Oh my god, and in the middle of that, he biled the tanks as well. The tanks, oh, okay, one of them got picked up. But that's it, like...
He couldn't even type at the end there. Oh my gosh. Will's well played. I mean, he took 1 game off, but Ryu being the madman that is Ryu, of course he wins.
He just completely shut that down. Like, a Sinner, he wasn't paying attention to the Banelings hit, like the Ravager. I was questioning the Roaches. I was like, oh, he's going Roaches? All right, it's okay. But he had them for the Ravager shots. Like, that's so smart against the tanks. Yeah,
that was great. I didn't even see him making those Ravagers, but that was next level. Just 3, exactly what you need. So if you would have lost 1 Ravager, he cannot cross bow down anything.
Wow. It's just wow. Oh my god. And with that, Ryu advances. Oh my god, Ryu advances, and he's got an opponent. Look at his opponent.
Oh, he's got an opponent indeed. This is gonna be fun. I'm enjoying how this is playing out. Like, this tournament has turned out to where there's a lot of heavy hitters throughout the entire time, and there's just good players the whole way through.